I want to share with you an observation. I think I've lived enough life to gather enough data for my conclusion about friends versus fans. First of all, before we continue, just a quick reminder to please hit that notification bell and subscribe and come along with the journey, man. Come along with the music journey that I'm taking you on with my Laire music and career. Who's Laire? I'm Laire. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing, by the way. I am recording album number 3. Okay, this is ER, which stands for emotional release. This is very much a trauma album, as a lot of the songs deal with some very personal things. It's been fun to record, but it's also been an incredibly emotional journey. So I'm glad that you're with me on that. Which brings me to this friends versus fans analogy or conclusion that I've come up with. First of all, those of you who are fans, maybe you've been with me throughout my musical journey from way back in the day, or maybe when I released my first album, Resurrection of Black, back in 2015, and then 1111 after that. I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you, and I can't thank you enough for being part of the journey. The one thing that I've discovered with fans is that you guys are freaking badass. You guys are real supporters. You buy my albums, you buy my merch, you buy my fan packs, you support me that way, which is really great because any money that does come in just gets fed right back into the Laire music machine. Recording albums, prepping to go on tour. I know a lot of you have been asking me when I'm going to be hitting the road. Now that, of course, I am very deep into the recording process of ER, that's my main focus. So it's going to be probably a few months, more than likely in 2027 is when I plan to get out there on the road and do some shows and promote the album, etc., etc. But again, I really, really thank you. Now, here's the thing with friends. Love my friends. They're great. I've had friends for many, many years. I've even got some new friends as well. But this is what I've discovered, and this is the data that I've collected over the years, and that's this. Friends are awesome, but when it comes to supporting your music, when it comes to supporting the arts, and I will generalize this a little bit. Those of you who are creative, those of you who are entrepreneurs, who have started new businesses, where is the support coming from? Is it coming from your friends? Not so much, all right? Is it coming from fans or people who just discover your business? Yes, those are the people who find and appreciate the value of what you do as an entrepreneur, and especially if you're creative, as a musician, as a painter, as a writer, as a publisher of a book, whatever you do that is creative, right? These are things that fans support, but a lot of times friends just don't do it, right? Because they know you. Maybe that's it. I've known you for half my life. I know what you're about. I've seen, all the changes that we've gone through. And then when you start something that you're very serious about and you would love to have support from your friends, they don't step up to the plate. They really don't, It's like, and I see this all the time, like I will post something, whether it's on a Facebook page or my personal page or Instagram or wherever, right? You post something about your music, you post something about your entrepreneurial business, and you barely get any kind of engagement or likes or anything from your friends, right? But you post, a picture of you and your cat, and everybody loves it, right? People come out of the woodwork and like it and comment and all that. And that's an interesting observation that I've seen over the years. And it still happens to this day. So I look at it this way. Fans are freaking badass awesome, right? You guys really are, because even though you may not know me personally, you appreciate what I do musically, and you've been a supporter of that. And that is freaking awesome. Now, this is my message to you, my friends. Step up to the plate, man. All right? Be a fan. Now, there are a handful of friends that I have that are really true fans, and they really do support what I do. And you guys are definitely in the badass category. So thank you for that. But a lot of you, don't really support, or you don't take it seriously. It's like, What do you have to do? Be a multi-million dollar business for people to finally go, oh, I guess you are serious. Or, I have to be, a famous artist. I have to be more popular than Taylor Swift for people to finally go, oh, I guess you are serious. You need to support your other friends, right? Friends that are entrepreneurs. I have friends who started their own businesses. I have a friend who started a juicing business. I have a friend who sells products for health and wellness products, and they bust their asses with their business. I have a lot of friends who've written books and are publishers, or I should say, or who have published their book. And I support them, and I support my other friends as well, because you know what? I take their business seriously. And that's where I'm putting out the call to you. If you are a friend and you're not a supporter, step up, man, right? We hear a lot, and I've promoted this, and I've seen other musicians promote this, about support local artists, right? Support the people that are building their careers and that are really great musicians. All right, there's a lot of fantastic bands and solo artists that are out there that may not be mega famous, but they're just as good, if not better, than those who are famous. Those people who are famous have a marketing machine behind them, and maybe they have tons of money behind them to push their mediocre work. Because there are a lot of other musicians who write way better music and put out way better product than some of the artists that are famous, right? So that's the friends versus fans. Friends, step up to the plate. Be a fan. Support your fellow friends. If they're entrepreneurs, if they start a business, if they're a musician like myself, buy the albums, buy the merch, support them, because that means a lot, not only to me and to other artists and creatives, but it also shows that you are really a true friend by giving your support. You spend $10 on a coffee, right? You go out to dinner and spend, $50, $60. Why can't you spend $20 on a CD, or $25 on a t-shirt, or even $10 for a fan pack, or whatever it is? Think about it, all right? Because what you're doing is that you're feeding positivity into that creative soul, and that is a really, really great thing, all right? Fans do it all the time, and that's why those of you who I don't even know, I can't even thank you enough for your support, because that's pretty badass on your part, all right? A lot of the fans that follow me are Gen Xers or baby boomers, and there's some younger audience people as well. But, you people, you've established your life and your career, and you should have some expendable income that you can use to support other creatives. That's the way I look at it. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you today. Those are my thoughts. That's why it's raw and unfiltered, guys, because I'm going to share with you what I think. It's raw and it's unfiltered. All right. Again, hit that notification bell and hit that subscribe button. I do appreciate you. Check out the links in the description. Sign up for the fan VIP list and the special, unique, and private fan community just for fans only. Love it. Love you guys and your support, and it's really appreciative. So there you are. I do love my friends and I do love my fans. But I know that a lot of times friends just don't take you as seriously as maybe they should, only because they know you, right? Maybe there's another excuse. I mean, let me know in the comments. What do you think, all right? What do you think? I'd be curious to hear your take on all of that. All right, my friends, I'm going to wrap things up for Raw and Unfiltered today, and I do have your assignment. I will never forget that, and that is, of course, when you're out and about in the world, smile at a stranger, say hello to them, give them a compliment. That small gesture of kindness can make the world of difference in somebody's life, okay? So be a life changer. You can. Let's spread more positivity in the world. Don't doom scroll on social media. Don't get sucked into all the negative crap that's out there. Do something positive, because that's what's going to make a difference, all right? Love you guys. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Raw and Unfiltered.